takes too much time, mate. We've got valuable. My time is valuable.
Preparing to stream, setting up the webinar. So I'll just dictate what I'm saying. So setting up webinar. The red is halfway across. Okay, the red is okay. Done. Redirecting to YouTube, and it's spinning, and now it's loaded. So now when we watch the video, we'll know where it actually started.
Okay. So.
And we are here. So we're gonna come up with the who to pitch, right? Who to pitch and how to pitch them.
Who to pitch and how to pitch them, and we should talk about the t-shirts as well.
Who to pitch and how to pitch them. Talk about the t-shirts as well.
So.
Good. Let's start with the main person, right? Like not the main person. I'm sorry, just one that we've always had our minds on. Like
Gavin McInnes.
Gavin McInnes. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about sticks personally.
You want to do Gavin McInnes?
Yeah, because that's so much more fun.
It is fun.
Can you imagine talking to Gavin McInnes?
Can you imagine talking to Sticks and Gavin McInnes at the same time? What a fucking riot!
Worlds collide.
Blah 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 blah. Gavin's like, what is this idiot talking about?
Yeah. I think that's fun. Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. I'm keen for sticks as well. But like, so are we going to make a video pitch? Are we going to make a video pitch that goes on a website that all of these cunts can see?
Take fucking forever. Let's just write out a quick email and send it off. Speed of implementation. Do you remember the last time you tried to make a video and put it on a website and how long it took you?
Well, this isn't to do with me.
Over a year.
Just me
so
doing
let's just write up a quick script. I'll write it here on my phone and then it'll be done. And then we can just send it off.
Yeah, the only thing I'm curious about in doing that and contacting the best people is that like you do it once and it goes to like, you know, their admin secretary or whatever, and they go, oh, this is shit. And all of a sudden our email address and our cred is like, oh, there, it's like, oh, it's them again.
Nah. Where'd you hear that?
I just thought of it like if I saw an email and thought it was spam and then I got emailed again by the same thing, I think
spam. It's just gonna like at the very worst it'll be a well-written email that they'll be like, just not right now, you know. And then and we can even say we can contact you even if you're not ready. You might like I would understand if you wanted to wait until we had more cred or something like that. So, but I think we're ready. So let's just get it going, right?
Okay.
There's not enough camera moving in, you know, other people's things. They're always like the camera's in the same spot.
The only thing that I'm also curious about is like, should we actually be writing a video pitch and contacting people before we like just like establish just a little bit more of an idea of who we are and what we're doing?
Well, that's all part of it.
That's part of creating the pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my vibe.
What's that, Mum?
Dan. I said to Andy that the way I see Mega is that like it's kind of designed to represent the unrepresented. So like, you know, there's this weird chaotic crew of call it right-wing people that are just like blah, 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 floating all around.
They got their fucking heads fucking chopped off. They're like a chicken, their heads cut off.
and it's like they're like yeah, and
anxiety-driven people are just like
And the idea is to bring them together by creating like a club that we all exist in.
So and get all those people and put them in the same room.
Yeah, put them in the same room. And the other thing is that like, you know, for example, Faith Goldie is going to have different political views to even Lauren Southern, you know what I mean? And different political views to someone like Jordan Peterson. but loosely speaking, it's all this like chaotic, weird sphere. And we need to just be like, oi, like, yeah, we all kind of disagree a little bit or something like that, but we're all kind of like on the same team, you know?
Okay.
And we all need to hang out.
Well, let's write the script then, based on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Hey.
It's it's Win Bigly and Bright Future here.
Hey. Win Bigly.
we may not look like brothers, but we are.
No. Yes. WYNN, right?
Yeah, I'm like 10% drunk.
Win
I just had a couple of beers.
Okay. Okay, so what are the points to cover? So we have to cover like why you, why me, why this, why now, right?
Okay.
Okay. So why me is transformed into why us.
Can you hear me chewing?
All the fucking time since you fucking got on the fucking call, and I'm like,
I've been doing it like
the webinar.
I've been doing it like 10%, maybe 30%, like louder, like obnoxiously.
Okay, so why us? So let's come up with a few little things that kind of like distinguish us.
Bunch of Aussie battlers.
Okay, well, I think it's interesting, at least, like Australian brothers, like even though it doesn't actually mean anything, it's like, oh, well, that's funny. Australia, what?
Hot no Canada.
No? Yes.
As much as you're not into a video pitch, I actually think a video pitch would be the best shit, hey?
Yeah. But we don't even know how to fucking
so easy.
We'd press record and we'd be like, derp. Let's get our fucking thoughts together at least for what we want to say. Maybe we even could do a video pitch after that. Okay, so why us? Why this? I think why this is easier to do.
Well, what's our angle? Like, what defines us? Yeah.
Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
Well, we're definitely, I think our angle is the culture angle and the art angle.
Culture, right? Culture.
Yeah.
Cultural revolution. That's what we're talking about.
Cultural revolution.
I got some other things. Bringing people together.
Bringing people together. Yep.
Bringing not just people, but bringing leaders together.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Bringing leaders together under one central leadership to rule them all.
And like leaders, it's like people of influence. Like, because like, and helping them have more influence. That's the big thing. It's like they don't have, like, Lauren Southern, like she has like 450,000 YouTube subscribers, but it's like she's like a feather in the wind. You know what I mean? It's like it's like helping them actually capitalize on that and actually have influence.
Yeah, and not just fucking like just bigger, like complete. Like, let's get a fucking cultural revolution, like, and just just lead the entire fucking thing.
Oh, and the thing is about why I thought about this in the car when I was driving home. The thing about why us is like what we're gonna do is like we're gonna like kind of create the vision, because the whole thing that's like not binding anyone together is the lack of vision.
Yeah,
there's like, because they don't know visioning, they don't know that, they haven't learned that skill.
We should just tell them we've watched Evan Pagan programs. They'll be right on it.
They're like, you mean David D, right?
David Data?
You mean
D'Angelo, bro.
You mean Debbie Does Dallas? Is that what you're talking about?
She from Buckingham Palace.
Debbie Does Dallas from Buckingham Palace.
So why you? I mean, for one, like, we like them as a person, right? We like their attitude, we like the style.
Very sexy.
You're very sexy. You're very sexy. Like their attitude and their style, right? And their authenticity.
Yeah, and their obvious potential to innovate.
That's so funny. I have 0 subscribers, but I sense a lot of potential in you.
No, but that's the thing. Like, it's like in the actual real world, that's the actual truth. It doesn't matter how fucking many subscribers you have. It's all fucking stupid. Oh, it's like, oh, so you've got that many dumb cunts following you? That's awesome.
Hey. Okay, cultural leader, right? See you as a cultural leader.
So we got Medina as a subscriber.
Thanks, Medina. Numero uno. She's probably the first subscriber. Is that our only subscriber? Medina.
No, I think my friend Wayne subscribed as well.
Oh, we got 2? Holy shit, man. We doubled our subscriber count. How many people can say that they can double their subscriber count in like a couple of days?
I think it's just us and the keyboard cat.
Who's the what are you talking about?
Do you not know Keyboard Cat?
Doesn't matter.
Keyboard Cat was like one of the first big YouTube things. It was like this weird fucking cat that was playing keyboard.
Oh, well. Okay. So creating vision. We're like bringing people together, right?
Yeah. So that's one of the biggest things, bringing people together. But the thing is that like some people are already doing that. For example, it's like Louder with Crowder. He has like Jordan Peterson on, and he has Lauren Southern on, and he has Gavin McInnes on. It's like,
does he have them on at the same time though?
Oh, like he's probably had 2 guests on at the same time sometimes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, okay. Well, sure. I mean,
the thing is, and I think that I don't know if you're really hearing me when I say this, but the bringing together thing is cool, but it needs to be in another form. It can't just be cunts sitting around circle jerking and talking intellectually on YouTube. It needs to be through culture.
Well, okay. What does that mean? Do I have this gay thing on where I'm looking? No, I don't think so. No,
like
what do you
look
mean
like a homosexual.
Well, you said it needs to be another way, like through culture. What does that mean?
We need to make a cartoon.
Okay.
Like, we need to make a cartoon.
Okay, well, that's not right now. I get it. We need to make a cartoon. We can just focus on
this. Yeah, but why do you have to do it with this dismissive voice that acts like it's going to be this thing in the future? It's like, that's the shit that we actually need to be focusing on massively.
Well, I don't know. We're trying to put the script together. Like
your thing is like, yeah, let's change it through culture, and then I start talking about doing it through culture, and you're like, no, let's do what they're already doing.
Well, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, right? You want me to write about the cartoon in the script? Yeah.
Well, I'm saying maybe we should be a bit more patient with the bringing people together and start working on other things like that a little bit too.
Okay. Okay, fine.
It'd be so easy.
Okay, so why now? Like we need to establish
let me just quickly wrap up on the cartoon idea though. It's like, what you do is you have a group conversation. With a bunch of people, like Lauren Southern, like Styx, Gavin McInnes, me and you, and everything like that. And you kind of like either one, then turn that into a cartoon for people to watch. Like you get the dialogue and then turn it into a cartoon, or you use the bringing together as like you write the cartoon together. Like that's what people watch, not like watching us talk about shit that everyone's already talked about before.
Okay, but I'm not going to send off an email that invites 3
I'm not talking about the email right now.
Okay, but it's just an idea, but like we're trying to get just this one thing done. Let's just focus on this. So what I wrote down here is like...
You just let me talk. It'd be quite easy to do. Okay, just let me digress.
Okay, so it's like we need to talk about how people need to like step up and be the spearhead of the Cultural Revolution. I feel like really take it seriously. Oh, and we need to talk about Mega. Oh, that's what we need to talk about. Why this? We need to talk about Mega.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. We don't need to, yeah, it's like,
all this bullshit we were talking about is bullshit because the one big idea is Mega. It's just everything we're fucking saying.
That's the whole thing. Like your whole like marketing frame that you're using, the like why you, why us. It's like,
it's just to bring stuff out.
I understand, but it's like it's not working with me. And yeah, they're just talking about
brainstorm method. How is it not working? Cool. Brainstorm method to bring stuff out. Okay, so Mega, right? It's all about Mega. Yeah. Okay, that's easy. Now it's easy to talk about because it's now it's an idea. It's a big idea.
Okay, so
nothing.
What is the definition of Mega?
Yeah, so it's like, oh, hey John, you just write some bullshit. My name's Win Bigley.
Yeah, damn straight it is. Dude, you are not Matthew Cook anymore, just so you know. Like you have jumped into it. You have jumped into a new paradigm of existence, and everything you thought you were, it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. So
that's the way I'm starting to think about myself as well. So hey,
called, right? Mega, make everything great again.
Mm-hmm. I think you should say I run a label.
Well, that's not very congruent. Like if you want to say I run a label, then when someone has to look, it has to be a label. You can't just say
that's why I think we should be focusing on other stuff in a way. I'm getting a bit fat.
Okay, so like we just explain what Mega is, and that's all you have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've identified. What have we done so far? We've identified 25 topics or something like that. All this will have to be rewritten, but it's like we've identified 25 areas.
I don't reckon you even need to say that.
Of society, right?
It needs Mega. That's not even the thing. I think the thing that we need to focus on that is the thing about Mega is that it is the thing that brings us together. Like that's what Mega is in a way. Like that's the big thing behind it, which is kind of what we were talking about before. Like that's the point of this, to bring everyone together, like which is kind of what you mentioned before.
Okay, yeah, we got that. Fine. Well, okay, fine. So I run a channel called Mega. Well, how are we sending this, by the way? I with my brother or what?
My brother with me.
Oh, my brother and I, right? Hey, John. Okay. So movement is the right word, by the way.
Who's John again?
John Sticks Hexenhammer.
I was like, is there an actual John, or is this like just a dummy name?
John Hammer. Maxwell Sticks and Hammer.
John Bond.
John Bond. Bond. John Bond. What was the other ones that we came up with? Someone Carey, like John Carey.
Fucking Robert Williams.
Robert Williams.
Robert Williams is so funny, I reckon.
Yeah, Robert Williams is a good one. Robert Williams.
There's too much. There's not enough like glue in this conversation right now. Like, I feel like we're not hitting the nail on the head kind of thing.
Well, that's okay. It's just because we haven't aligned yet.
I'm not judging it. I'm just calling it out.
Well, okay. It's obvious. It doesn't need to be called out. So what do we want to say? My brother and I run a channel called Mega Make Everything Great Again. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so it's what is it? I think you need to start with the premise, right? Like, what is the premise? Like, you need to start where we are before explaining what it's about. Like, you have to like get a footing. Like, we're living in a time where we have the potential. It's like we're living in a time where a cultural revolution is just beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Okay.
frozen? Okay, you're fucking.
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
I'll just write that down.
My idea of mega is that I think it should be based on like tribalization, which I see as like the kind of anti-globalization. So, it's like I don't want to. So if you think about Google and Facebook and Twitter, it's like their end game is just this like maximum profit machine. And by doing that, you encapsulate and involve everyone in the system and the circle. And from that, you get money and you influence them and you create this global crew. But my thing is that like I see mega as the first like big counter movement against globalization in the form of like online culture, where instead of wanting everyone in it, it's like this is an exclusive club, and we're going to do our thing regardless of what everyone else is doing. And also the other thing is like, we're not going to try to influence anyone that doesn't want to be a part of this. Like my big thing with this creation is I don't want to change other people's minds that much. I'm like, just go live in your fucking cave over there, cunt. Like, just go hang out and fucking have fun. But we're going to hang out here and we're going to do our thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really that interested in globalizing and making everyone like us because I actually don't think that's fair.
So, okay. So what? I don't get what you do want then. Like, what do you mean? Go live in your cave and do what you want while we do this. What does that mean to you?
That means that everyone that is on this path, like right-wing people, as a culture, let's hang out and have a great fucking time and we're all in this fucking party together. And then everyone else that is kind of on another path, go do that. Like if you want to have your fun little LGBT community, go do it. But we're not going to impose on each other and stuff like that. Like I don't want to try to change everyone. I more want to be like, we are us and we include everyone that is like us.
Yeah. Okay, good. Cool.
Yeah, so it's like I want 250,000 people in this crew instead of 7 billion. Like, and that's just a made up number, but that's just to.
You were just criticizing Lauren Southern for only having 400,000 subscribers. You're like, she's barely got any subscribers.
It's a completely different idea. I'm not talking about subscribers on YouTube. I'm talking about a culture. She doesn't have a culture.
Right. Okay.
I'm talking about, and I'm saying that like, well, so I want
cultural change with only that many people involved.
That is the cultural change, that there's going to be so many different cultural bubbles that we're not the only one, but we're just the beginning of it.
Okay. And how do you see like make music great again fitting into what you just said?
The same as the punk revolution. Not everyone was into it. It was quite a small thing in general.
Okay.
But it was one of the most important things that ever happened.
Well, it was still huge.
Not that big. And everything was heaps bigger back then because like nothing had ever happened. You know what I mean? Like nothing's going to be that big again in a way. And it's not the music that's going to be the big thing. I don't care about the music that much. That's like 10% of the thing. It's mega that's going to be the big thing. It's going to be the first like tribal internet culture rather than a globalized internet culture.
Well, that's not really what I was thinking.
What are you thinking then?
Oh, I was thinking of full-scale spreading of culture across the whole world.
I reckon that's like too ambitious and too forceful, hey? Like as in because I reckon what that suggests is that we're going to change everyone, but I think that the thing that we should actually be trying is not to really change anything right now, but just to invite people first. So like, yeah, sure, that can be the long run thing.
I didn't say change. I didn't use that word. I said spread culture throughout the whole world. I would like to live in a world where all the movies that get made are fucking great. Not all, but there's movies that get made that are great.
Yeah, but dude, the thing is that that's an idealistic utopia that is built upon your perception. I want to live in a world.
How is movies that are made being great an idealistic utopia?
No, because some people already like the movies that exist now. It's like the things that we think are
shitty.
No, the things that we think are good, not everyone is going to think that.
Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. Who cares? So let's just focus on what we think is good, and everyone else that thinks that.
Why don't we just focus on rationality? Like,
because artistic taste isn't rational.
Okay.
So it's not about making because that'll just create uniformity. You know what I mean? It's like my thing is like I want it to be like we have a vibe. If you vibe with us, come into the party. If you don't, go and have your own.
Okay, well, I agree with that.
That's the core of what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying about Google is doing the opposite. Google is saying, everyone think what we do and this is the thing and we're all doing it. I don't want to do that.
So what I hear is like, okay, for example, just say the height of what we're trying to create here only reached approximately a few 100,000 people total. Ever. Would you be happy with that, or?
I wouldn't not be happy with that. Like I don't really care. Like as in like I don't care about the number. I care about it being like a heaps authentic, inclusive thing that however many people actually end up being like us, that's all it is. That's all it is. So I don't know how big our tribe is until it gets out there. Maybe it'll be 300 million, maybe it'll be 4 billion. I don't know. So and as I said, I only use that 250,000 number as just like an arbitrary thing. It's just not globalization.
Right.
That's the whole point I'm making.
I just see that what I'm really trying to do is contribute to an entire cultural, like global cultural revolution that throws off the existing shitty culture completely. And then there's a new one. And it's highly influenced by what we and the other people around us push for.
I'm not against that.
Because, I mean, I wouldn't even want to do it to just influence a few. I wouldn't want to do it unless the goal was, like, infinite, you know?
Why?
Well, what's the point? I don't understand the point. On anything smaller than like as big as possible.
Finally actually having a crew, a tribe of people that you actually can fucking relate with.
Yeah, but that's not motivating enough for me.
So
we can still align these goals, by the way. Don't worry.
I'm not worried in the slightest.
They're kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but my thing is like I have exactly the same vision as you, but
by the way, it seems like what we're doing right here, because we were doing that, but we weren't ready for it. So what we're actually doing right now is creating the vision, right?
Yeah, and that's what that's my whole thing. I don't want to send out the email until we actually do this.
Right. Okay. Right. Good. Okay. So let's
Okay.
just.
I don't want to do that.
Now that we've got that completely set aside, so it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. So yes, the vision. Okay. Well, tell me more about your vision.
Like, well, my thing is that like I think that the reason that the world is kind of stupid right now and clashing is because of globalization, and because that it's trying to get everyone to fit into one socially engineered bubble.
Globalization or globalism?
Globalization, whatever globalism, whatever.
Well, they're completely different. I just want to know what you mean.
Just one sphere. That's what I mean. Like all of us existing in one sphere. And I think that's what's fucking us up so hard, because we're not that. And like there's liberals and there's right wingers and there's these people and there's these people. And I think that you can't get everyone to go in the same wavelength and to go in exactly the same direction. And my thing is like, I don't want to try to aggressively change other people's perception of reality if they're not really like harming anyone. They're just kind of like some fucking people. And it's like, I just want to more create a hub that brings all of the people that are like us together and lead by example. And then like we'll probably end up attracting more and more people. But it's like, I don't want it to be based on like this massive thing that gets everyone and moves us forward, because I don't actually think that's like that obtainable. I want it to be more based on finding out similarities between us and different people and bringing us together and moving forward together and leading by example.
Yeah, well, I agree with your, like, the actions that you would want to take. Like bringing people like us and having people like us, and then setting an example and moving forward. I agree with that. But that's okay. But that's not the vision, right? That's at the beginning. I agree with that, right? So more of the vision, like the future, like 5 years from now, future, right? 5 years from now, future. I mean, that's what we should be looking at.
And the way I see the future 5 years from now is like, we all settle down a little bit and stop fighting, because we finally realize how goddamn different we are, and that maybe we're not all going to get along. And there's the mega city and there's the other guy's city, and we mutually exchange things. But it's like, you got your party. You know what I mean? You got your party. Not trying to get everyone to have our values and our perspective. That's what I don't want to do.
Okay, well, I hear what you don't want to do, but like I see, the boundaries you're putting around it make me go, how it sounds ineffectual. Like
I think that the whole thing based on the new movement that's arisen is based on boundaries.
See, you're saying you want to
build the wall. Build the wall.
You're saying you want to not convert people to like a way of thinking, right?
I don't want to convert particular people to a way of thinking.
Well, when you say particular people, like who?
Like, if there's someone out there that like thinks they're a chick but isn't, and there's all these other people that think they're a chick.
Of course. Like fuck off, you know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, go have fun. Like, that's what I mean. Like, as in, if all the LGBT people want to move to California.
Look, I'm talking about your average normie, you know. Let's get your average normie away from the current culture, which is like, I'm a brainwashed fucking CNN.
Fine. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
I'm into individualism. You know, I'm into Howard Rock style shit. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to make that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. And like, I agree with that 100%, 100%. And I guess the thing that I'm saying is like, the thing is like, I don't want to do it aggressively, like, and I don't want to do it like with anger at them.
How could you? Like, how would that even be possible? How could you do it with aggressiveness or anger?
I think that's the whole paradigm we're in right now. The right are just like, oh, you stupid fucks, and we're so disgusted and so angry at them, and it's like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want that to be like, as in, when I listen to Lauren Southern talk and Faith Goldie and Ben Shapiro and even Milo, everyone like that, it's like I don't want that to be the vibe, like, kind of thing. I want us to be um like I want the main way. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I really don't want that to be the vibe. Like, I want it to be a much more like lead by example kind of thing, which is what I think Howard Rourke is like. Like, Howard Rourke doesn't like ever tell Peter Keating what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't like do this and this and this. He just be's the sickest cunt. And
well, mind you, Peter Keating doesn't end up converting to Howard Rourke. He just stays a piece of shit.
So. Fair enough. And I'm only using that as an example, as the like very calm example. And then I'd pair that with someone like Eben Pagan, who teaches in a very respectful manner.
Yeah.
So to get a little bit more specific, perhaps, like, the thing that I really want to bring into it is like, and I think that the two kind of big points I'm trying to make right now is like, okay, one, I don't want to aim at all for global monopoly through some kind of company. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, let's get them all. Like, and because you become such a slut by doing that.
I don't know why you need to mention that. Like, that's not what I'm thinking at all.
I'm not mentioning it out of a way to convince you or anything like that. I'm just articulating what I've been thinking. And the other thing is, like, I want the vibe of Mega to be like heaps like respectful and bright, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I'm on board with all this. Let's keep looking at the vision, the outcome.
Okay. So I think that the outcome is that we invite.
No, the outcome. 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Oh, yeah. God. 5 years? Like, I don't really even
like, no Facebook, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So in 5 years, the way I see it then is everyone has the opportunity to own a Mega cell phone that has everything that will help them be a sick cunt inside of it. So like, they open up their Mega cell phone and it's got like this one awesome app that inside of it spills into like heaps of other apps. And you've got your education thing inside of that. You've got your music thing, like every app that exists, like Spotify, Netflix, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. We have our own version of that is in the Mega phone. And we provide the user and the member of the Mega Club with every resource needed to be a sick cunt and enjoy life to its full potential. And yeah.
Okay. So for me, like,
why don't you just say your vision? Yeah. It's like you're trying to make me say your vision in a way.
Oh, was it? Well, was that true?
Like. Nah.
So for me, like the way I see the thing that's closely related to what you said, like on that page, for me, like I don't have vision of Mega cell phone or going to some app, but I do overlap on the part where it's like there should be places you can go to get the right, tools and resources and education related to all these things, right? There should be an area, like it should be available, right? It should be available and not have any negative stigma around it. And you can go and get it and consume it and love it and enjoy it and be involved with it and live it in that way.
Yeah.
You can live those topics in the mega way. So you know, you can go there, like music that is mega exists, right?
Music that is mega, yeah.
Movies that are mega exist.
Mega exists.
Like, and
yeah.
there's a lot of them. Like mega movies are being produced. I don't think like, oh, I want them in the cell phone or something like that, because I'm trying to spread the culture throughout everyone, so that, and you know. So
yeah, well, I feel like I'm saying exactly the same thing as you. It's like,
but yours one sounded more like a business.
Hmm.
I don't really think about this as like a business at all. I don't know if you do.
No, neither do I. I think it's a label. I've 100% refrained from ever calling this a business or a company. I never want to do that.
Well, I just don't understand what your cell phone thing. How do you get a mega cell phone if there's not a company?
How do you make mega movies if there's not a company? It's obviously going to be a company.
But they are mega. Like, you can just look at that movie and you can be, that is mega.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the okay. So, okay, like it's like, don't take me so like too seriously about saying a mega cell phone. It's like, I do think that that's a cool idea and should happen, but like, it's like, yeah, 100%. Like in terms of like other people make them, that's the whole thing I see too. Like as in like I see mega as being based on contribution.
Mm-hmm.
Like contribution massively. It's like
Sure.
it's like everyone's involved in this. It's like
absolutely.
Yeah. And in terms of like bringing people together, I think that that's the thing. It's like we all need to fucking contribute to this, or it's actually not going to fucking roll.
So based on what you're saying, like if you took something like music, right? To me, like the outcome, the vision is where there just is mega music. Like you can go on Spotify and up the top of fucking trending and shit like that, and most played and stuff, there are some songs that are fucking mega. And I love using mega as an adjective, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
So much. Like
that's what it's all about.
Go to the cinema and you can choose from 3 or 4 movies that are there that are mega, and you're like, you see the fucking movie and you're like, whoa, that was fucking innovative and different, and finally movies are good.
Yeah.
Right? So
and
in terms of contribution, as you said, it's like, exactly, you have to inspire people to, like, all over the world to be like, yeah, mega, I'm gonna make a mega movie. Right.
Yeah. But here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing that I think that is behind like it all. For example, it's like, okay.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, do what you want. So YouTube, I went out to a gig tonight. I went to see a live band. It was pretty good. They played some jazz music. My buddy Dylan, he's a sick dog. He's really talented. He's got a band called Soda, and they do like jazz covers of songs. They turn like kind of like, you know, old school hits into jazz songs. I got a little bit drunk. I had a couple of beers and a shot of whiskey. It was pretty good. I got this these Jats.
All right. So yeah, what were you saying?
That like
the mega adjective helps.
The thing behind the yeah. And
no,
you there? You froze.
You're frozen.
Can you hear me?
You're frozen. It is not me who's frozen. You are frozen.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Stop your video and start it again.
Okay, so the thing.
Stop your video and start it.
I don't know how to stop. Oh yeah. You see me?
No.
Huh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, let's just roll for a bit. Who cares?
Can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you and see you.
Okay, but I can hear you, but I can't see you. Okay. I
get a little bit on the frustrated side when we do this. It's like the way of communication and stuff doesn't work too well with me. I got to fucking refrain from my frustration. But can you see me now, by the way?
No.
I'll just stop my video one more time.
Okay. No.
What about now?
Completely stop your video, and I don't know, it can just be a full screen of me or something. Not that anyone's ever going to be seeing this anyway.
No, I want to see myself. The thing I was going to say about mega is that like it doesn't. So if you can like, if you imagine mega as just like a word, if you imagine mega as just a word that has so much vibe and meaning in that word as a brand and a label. So like when you see that word, you feel and know so much, and it's completely representing everything you think about life, you know, your perspective on the world, your values, your opinion on culture, blah, blah, blah. So that when anything artistically is created, like say I write a song and then it has, and it's not even that good of a song, for example, but it has the word mega attached to it. It's like it completely like meaning of that song and all that movie. So it's like, for example, you know that first like big internet thing that was like rejected, that funny thing.
Wait, is that really the first thing?
Well, it was a big thing on the internet.
Okay,
it's like what I'm getting at is that like the mega shit doesn't need to be like insanely like, oh my God, did you see it? It just changed my life. It's like I don't think that's the thing at the moment. It's like it's mega. It's mega.
Like all the
and
music,
it's like you don't
movies, they reflect the mega culture.
Exactly. It reflects the mega culture, and it's like, you know, and that's the same thing with the punk movement. You know what I mean? It's like these people that were going out to punk shows, they weren't all there because they loved the music so much. They were there because it was the culture, and it was like, again, reflecting and representing what they felt as humans. So it's like the whole artistic output that we, you know, will kind of like facilitate is, it's not, I don't think it should be based on making everything like, you know, like so good.
No.
It's not like that.
It's
about mega. It's mega. It's not good. It's mega.
Mega is not a, well, you know, like mega is good, but good is not necessarily mega, you know?
Yeah. Like good is like everything that's out now is good. And it's like, it's shit.
Well, everything that is out now is not good. I don't know where you came up with that. But that was the
joke. That was the joke that just flew out of your head.
For example, it's quite easy to articulate.
Start my video again.
I don't know how.
Why did you stop it?
Well, I was just going to stop it and start it again, but I don't know how to like start your video again.
Mum and Dad have got this heaps nice cheese at the moment.
Ask to start video. I asked you to start video. Now you should be able to click OK or something.
Did it work?
Yeah, you're back. You're fucking back, mate.
Fucking boom, motherfuckers.
Fucking Sean's here.
Sean's fucking here.
I don't mean Sean. I mean,
Bright Future.
What's your name? Bright Future.
Slash Mr. Right.
Mr. Bright.
Mr. Right.
So, for example, it's easy here. Like, you just go, well, what would dating be that's mega? And then when you pitch it or say it to people, you go, imagine if you lived in a world where, and then you just describe what a mega world in that particular thing works. And then you can do that for all of them. And then you can create this compelling future very easily. And then that's the vision. And then you just have to tell people how we're going to get there. So we'll just create the vision, richer and richer for ourselves in these things. And then we'll be able to see a very rich vision. Right?
Rich Vision.
Yeah.
That's another character.
Rich Vision. You can be Rich Vision.
Our boy Rich Vision. Jason Yuskoski, aka Rich Vision.
My name is Rich Vision.
I've got bitches, I've got money.
Money? Whatever I want, I'm Rich Vision.
Okay,
that's
so
what we're getting more of.
I think you're fine with been doing it the whole time and you didn't realize.
Okay, so let's just go through them more, right? So with music, right? But you listen to the music and listen to the fucking lyrics, and they reflect this like culture of, you know, positivity, individualism. You just pick and choose. You go through a few philosophy kind of things and go, oh yeah, those words, you know, and the culture reflects that. Freedom, man.
No, I actually reckon that like the music can be about fucking anything. It can be about eating a banana, but it's like you're listening to Mega and it still reflects it.
How do you know it's Mega?
Hey,
How do you know
because
the music's Mega?
because it was released through Mega.
Through Mega? What do you mean through Mega? No.
Through Mega.
Through
It's a
Mega.
label, man. It's a
No,
label.
I don't see, the label isn't my thing. Like,
Yeah, it's mine.
Whoa, but like, what about, that's not what I'm thinking though. Like, that's too small. If everything's under some label, how do you get a whole global
the biggest
thing where
thing that's
everyone
ever existed
without a label? I mean, sure, like I don't disagree with the label, like there, or like I don't disagree with a label being good. I think it is good, and it sounds good. However, like for me, there could just as well be music over here made by what's a good name for this guy? Some other guy. Stan Chvalsky. Made by Stan Chvalsky, that is, you just listen to it and you're like, yeah, that's the new stuff. The kind of music you don't have to do, should be just know.
I don't know what your point is right now. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. No, I don't know what you're saying about like.
Yeah, I'm just saying like some music over here, like just when music gets made, it's Mega. Not under a label, but just people are making good music. So when I turn the radio on, there's good music. And you would describe it as Mega. Like, to me, Mega is a description.
Okay.
You can still have the label as well, and you can call the label Mega.
See, that's my thing. I reckon I get ya. Like I do get that, but it's like I don't reckon that we can get to where you're talking about before having the label. I think that the label comes first and it starts small and then it grows out, and before you know it, everyone's doing it.
You gotta make the vision fucking like compelling to people, you know. You can't just say we're gonna have a label and we release music under Mega, you know. That's like not compelling to people. That's compelling to us. It's like, hey, would you like to buy your music directly from just us, like, and it's Mega? No, what if all the music was Mega? That's a compelling vision.
No, but that's where I think that your thing is idealistic, man, because
idealistic
Mega is our definition. So anyone else listening to music that we think is Mega doesn't even think that. Like, people that will listen to so many people will listen to your playlist on Spotify and say, turn that off, I hate it. It's never going to be like that.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, what if we influence someone and they go and create great music by themselves? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure. But then they're part of the Mega crew.
But what do you mean it's under the label? They know it's Mega because it's under the label Mega. Like, this guy makes his own music over here. What does that mean? It's under the label of Mega.
That's what I don't know yet.
I mean,
I don't know the answer to that.
But it's only a compelling vision if just music is great again.
I don't think you're right there. I don't agree with you with that. I don't think that is a compelling vision because I don't think it even makes sense. I think that the compelling vision is creating a space for people to all belong to and contribute to.
Well, sure.
Under the label.
Well, that's not that has no specificity whatsoever.
And that we all own the label. The label isn't even ours.
Okay, now you're talking. I mean, before
it's like the label is the thing that brings us all together, and we all fucking wear it, and we all release our shit as Mega.
It's too small.
No, it's not.
Like what
Your
about
thing
someone
with
over
too
there that
small
wants
is
to?
wrong.
Hmm?
I think your thing with too small is wrong. I don't think you're right about that.
But I'm trying to change. I want to change the whole global culture, not just
Yeah, we'll
like,
go be in Google then.
I don't understand that. Google is oppressive, like censorship driven. How am I in Google just because I want to influence on a large scale?
You want to change the global culture.
So what's wrong with that?
It's not going to happen.
It is happening.
No, it's
already
not.
happening. All I want to do is help accelerate it. I don't think it's too much to ask. I don't think it's an idealistic future to say I just want music to be great again. What's wrong with that?
Because you don't understand yet that that thing is only relative to a select group of people's tastes. Music being great again.
No, you're interpreting what I mean by great again.
Well, what do you mean then?
Well, just that it's fucking good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Probably half of the population in the Western.
Dude, pop songs aren't even fucking good. They're objectively not good. Like your pop standard stuff that gets played on the radio is fucking drivel. That's objective. You can't just say, oh no, some people like it. It's fucking shit. It's fucking soulless drivel.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like I don't want to tear shit down. I want to create something new.
You just make something better and people gravitate towards it and leave the shitty stuff behind.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Like, I'm not sure if that's actually true.
What, just surrender? Like, what do you mean? Not going to happen.
Let go of everyone. That's my thing.
I just want the fucking good music to come on the radio.
Why do you want it to come on the radio? Why don't you just want it to be your thing?
I want it to come on the radio because it's a good thing. And if it was on the radio, it'd be getting broadcasted out to lots of people and they could enjoy it. Instead of what they enjoy now, which is fucking absolute fucking shit. Like the pop music now, normie music, completely sucks.
See, I don't think that you should be in charge of the music vision.
I don't. What do you mean? I'm not in charge. Like what? I'm not going to write a single song. Like and then what level of vision is it? Like how is that something that's not fair to say that you just want to have good music on the radio? How is that a silly thing to want?
Because I think you should stop giving a fuck about the radio. The radio isn't a thing in this new paradigm. It's not even a thing.
Okay, well, it's just a way of me saying, like, on the radio, I just want fucking pop music, the typical music that just comes out throughout the year, to be good. And not what it is now. You know, what it is now is shithouse. So just not that. Like, something better.
Why don't you just see, like, that's what I'm talking about, as in, like, my actual thing with the music thing is like, okay, that exists, keep existing, but we make a new thing and all the people that want that new thing have that, and all the people that want that thing have that. It's like, and the radio station that plays all that stuff will still exist.
I'd rather persuade people to wake up to the fact that all the normie typical stuff now is just bullshit, like Rihanna, and get people to fuck off listening to that and bring some better stuff in. Like you want to just create something that's better. I want to let people know that the current state of affairs sucks and we need to push against it and get rid of it and replace it with something better.
Yeah, I don't want to push against it, hey.
Well, you can't just put out something better. You have to get the people.
Because that's what's the thing that I don't sync up with your vibe right now is everything you're talking about is like convincing all the other people. I don't want to focus on that at all right now. I just want to focus on our vibe, our new thing, and all the people that currently like aren't being provided for. I don't care about all the other people that are dumb and shit like that. It's like, I think that's a stupid way and a stupid way to focus on this. It's like, let's put all of our effort into maybe convincing really stupid people to change. It's like,
I'm not talking about really stupid people. Why do you think I'm talking about really stupid people? I'm talking about normal people. Normal people listen to normal music, and normal music currently sucks.
Yeah, and so I don't want to focus on
better.
I don't want to focus on normal people with Mega at all right now. I want to focus on everything
right now. I'm talking about a vision.
I don't want to focus on some heaps long-term vision. I want to focus on the first vision, the thing we do first.
That's not a vision. That's an action. That's a path toward the vision.
I want to focus on the first vision, not the third vision or the fifth vision.
Well, it has to be compelling though. Like I'm telling you.
Like, dude, the whole thing that we've spoken about is that Mega right now is bringing everyone that's in this vibe already together. I don't want to focus on normal people. I don't want to focus on them right now.
I'm not even focusing on people. I'm just saying music, like general music. It'd be nice if it was good. What's wrong with that? That's how you convey a vision. It's like, wouldn't it be nice imagine if you could turn on the radio anytime and listen to the recommended in Spotify, and it's music that you actually think's cool and isn't churned out drivel, produced by Sony. That's actually something that people would be like, yeah, that would be nice. Whereas like, imagine if you could buy stuff put out by the brand called Mega, is kind of like, it's not actually compelling to people. I'm frozen now. I can see me. You're frozen.
You're frozen.
I wonder who's going to be frozen on the actual YouTube video. I wonder if it like you're frozen for me and I'm frozen for you.
You're back now though.
You've got your finger basically up.
Am I back now though?
No. You're still going.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Why are we arguing and disagreeing right now? What is the core of it?
I don't know that you. I don't know that we're just. I don't know. We're just disagreeing. What?
No, I'm asking why, so that we can maybe figure out. And I'm not trying to get there. My reason for asking that question is by trying to get there.
Well, I think the reason is
what is the difference here,
to chunk up,
and how can we make it come together?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's must be lagging. So to answer your question, I think the difference is I'm talking about an absolute cultural revolution, and out with the old, in with the new. But you're talking about, well, you can describe it. I shouldn't. I'm talking about
a cultural revolution too, but I think mine is slightly different to yours, because mine is based on creating my cultural revolution and thing that I see for the world moving forward is society pockets, not everyone, society pockets. So I don't really, so my thing is that I want to create a society pocket. And I think that I want to lead by example, and I want everyone else to create society pockets, so that if there's a bunch of normies that want to go listen to fucking Ariana Grande, and that's the music that they really dig because they're completely different people to us, then they can do it. And if they want to do this and this and this, they can go live in that society pocket. And the whole thing I'm basing it on is tribalism rather than this big global clusterfuck. So
let's try and align these goals then. Because I'm sure we can have both, right? Somehow. Because the way I see it is like, like, you know, like the one you're talking about, the way I see it, kind of like is you're meant to create that, but I want it to bleed out and like just
So
go
yeah.
out.
So and I agree with that. And like in saying the society pocket thing, it's like it's just like may the best idea win. So it's like,
But that's it. That's it. I mean, you sound like you're in it to not win. Do you know what I mean? You sound like, well, it'd be okay if like the current status quo totally stayed in place, but we just had our little pocket. That'd be fine.
I would be fine with that.
But I'm not fine with that. I want to completely get rid of the status quo.
Why?
Because it's fucking globalism. That's why.
But as in like, I've just kind of got this new view of it now where it's like, if we, and I mean like our crew, the mega crew, could exist independently of them.
What? Sean, we need to
What would
defeat globalism. Like, just exist independently. Who gives a fuck? You still got globalism in the world? That's still the biggest problem in the world. They haven't solved anything.
I'm saying that by creating a society pocket, that will be a thing that does defeat globalism.
Right. Well, why
I don't think that you defeat globalism by like yelling at everyone and telling them they're dumb because the music they like is shit.
Well, I didn't yell at anyone.
I'm not really talking about just you. I'm talking about the way that the right currently kind of functions.
I mean, I haven't said how to get there at all. Like, and I agree with you. You don't get there like that. You do get there by example and it being cool and people wanting to do it, right?
Mm.
So we agree on that. I'm just saying, I just want to go all the way to the point where it's so attractive and so the good thing, and just like it's so obvious that you would want to live that way, that the current stuff is like, ugh.
Yeah, ugh. No doubt. No like, doubt. Fucking oath.
Like, get this filth off me.
Fucking oath. No doubt. No worries. I'm heaps down for that.
Like if we can go to something that's more so concrete, like if you went for something like so concrete, like politicians, right? Like imagine the politicians in Australia, right? Politicians in Australia are like, oh, fucking I am the opposition, I oppose, and like I have a stupid idea and we have a stupid idea too, and we're battling our stupid ideas, but we're in charge of the country. And
yeah, I got the example.
So we should be able to start such a culture revolution that fucking everyone is just like, what is this? What is this? And same with like Sony and Hollywood making everything. I just want people to just be like, what the fuck? Ooh. And everyone just kind of like wakes up, and this like stuff that's all around us, this Hollywood establishment, all the establishment bullshit, like.
So okay. So the end goal is that.
And then communism.
And then boom, you got your communism. Okay, let me just say quickly before that is that, so I think the idea as well though is that like, I don't want to be like, you know, and like I'm saying like, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be the only crew doing this though. You know what I mean? So like, you know, so it's like we, not only do we influence people to come over and hang with us, we actually influence other people to create mad crews.
Yeah.
And like, it just, so I'm not like being like, we're doing this. I'm just like talking about it. And the other thing is that like, I think that the thing that we like, the long-term vision that I think that you have and I have is through the creation of awesome shit and by leading by awesome example, we influence a cultural boycott.
Yes.
Like boycott.
Cultural boycott.
Cultural boycott.
I love that term.
Me too.
I think a lot of where we're disagreeing here is simply because
it's artistically.
what you're talking about is like the path, And a lot of things I'm talking about is the as far as I can see. You know?
Yeah, I don't think we're actually even disagreeing. I think we're just slightly talking about different things. Yeah. Okay. No worries. No worries.
Like you've been accurately describing a step along the path, which I actually 100% agree with. And I'm just like, yeah, but what about like you're meant to. The way we do this, by the way, like if Evan's leadership program is anything to go by, the way you do it is you have to create. The very first thing you do is you create a like totally visualizable, right, compelling vision of like what does the world look like? You know, Martin Luther King's speech, I was like, I have a dream that one day little white boys and little black boys, right? So you have to actually do the.
I remember in Colombia when I first became aware that you do your little like character, you know, rants.
Little black boys and little white boys.
You go into character. And I'm just like, oh, he's going into character again. I better let him go. Let the art flow. But yeah. Dude, I'm hearing everything you're saying. Like, I already kind of know what you're getting at. It's all good.
So I think what we should do, therefore, is go through the things and articulate the vision as far as we can see. Like, fucking, like, what if this, what if this, what if this, and just make it fucking, like, paint this beautiful picture so we can see it. Because if we can't see it, we can't figure out how to get there. And if we can't figure out how to get there, the path is not known, and then you can't communicate the path to other people. Because even if they see the vision that you're talking about, they don't trust that there's a path to get there. And you have to talk about, oh, this obstacle is going to come up, this obstacle is going to come up, this obstacle is going to come up, and we get around it by doing this. So you see the vision, the path, and how to get around the obstacles, and then people are like, okay, I believe in it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that, but like at the same time, it's also like, you know, you show them the good shit.
Yeah. But you're just talking about like what we actually do, and I completely agree.
I just said I agree with you. I agree with that, and yeah, cool. The only thing I'm curious about there is like, do we go down that road and start like visioning for everything, or do we save that and do we kind of like commit to that big thing then, which was the idea of a cultural boycott, and then start defining.
We start with the vision, because cultural boycott is a mechanism.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in terms of the pitch we're going to send. Are we going to send a pitch that? Yeah, let me finish.
Got the vision.
Yeah, but do we need the vision for everything, or do we just need the vision for mega, which is creating a cultural boycott?
No, I mean, cultural boycott is kind of interesting, but without the vision, it's not compelling.
So what's the pitch going to look like then?
I'm thinking of putting like a few imagine ifs.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, okay. Then let's do it like that, because that just helped me. So let's go through the list and imagine if.
I think we'll probably stop here.
Okay, cool.
And we'll talk to Vitkin tomorrow. So we're talking to Vitkin at, let me tell you, all right?
Well, should we have the discussion with Vitkin that is us doing an imagine if with him?
Exactly. So what we're going to be talking to Vitkin about is, okay, Vitkin, you're on this thing about becoming successful.
Success. Yeah.
So help us. This is all about vision. What's it going to look like in 5 years of building this like culture of becoming successful, right?
Dude, that's so hectic. It's like that. In a way, that's the way we can pitch to other people to come on the show. Like, imagine with them.
Stages, yeah.
And that's another thing I've thought about, man.
Right?
Yeah, it's like the thing is that like the whole involving everyone in this, it's like we shouldn't be creating this vision just you and me. It's like we should have Lauren Southern on, we should have Sticks in, and we should be like imagining together, because it's like it's our movement. It's our fucking movement.
Okay, that's a way better idea. So, and after we've done Vitkin, and by the way, Carl said he can do it with us as well.
Oh, fucking
like, make thinking great again or something like that. Like, which one
I'm
is
so
Carl?
keen for that.
Let me take a look at which one Carl is.
Make being a sick cunt again.
Okay.
talented. I'm so close to the camera.
Even Carl is like becoming successful kind of thing a bit.
I think that's the realm he lives in.
But like,
and dude,
Carl's good at reason as well.
I think okay, here's another thing, dude. I reckon we should try to get Todd, RSD Todd on.
Oh, totally. I'm definitely going to ask Todd.
Yeah. And I think that...
And Carl, then we'll have those 2 videos and we can use that to...
Absolutely. And like, just what I want to talk about here is like, I think one of the best discussions that we could have with a lot of people is like that whole female to male relationship thing. And it's like, do you know who Brittany Pettibone is?
Brittany Pettibone. Nah, who is that?
You know who Brittany Pettibone is?
Brittany Pettibone.
It's with Brittany Pettibone.
Is she the one that's the fucking Dorothy chick where she's like, and I just want everything?
No, she's not. But she did a podcast with Lauren Southern for a while. And she's like interviewed Styx a few times, but her YouTube channel just never really grows that much, but she's kind of cool. And she's quite a feminine, conservative girl.
Yeah.
And I reckon if we get her on the show and have that conversation about like, what do you think like it is to be a feminine woman? What do you think about male relationships with women? What do you think a male is? Blah, blah, blah. You do that. And I reckon that's kind of like the way to get Lauren Southern as well, personally.
Is this all about Lauren Southern for you?
Not at all.
I think she's got a boyfriend. Just give up.
I heard he was black.
I heard he was black too. Or did you hear that from me?
No, I think I read it on a YouTube comment. But like, no, dude, I'm not even talking about fucking Lauren Southern. I'm just saying that she's a person that we should definitely involve in this.
Yeah.
I reckon that little Dorothy girl as well. We should get her.
Oh, we should definitely talk to Dorothy.
I would love to talk to her.
Now,
well, I just think it's a young girl.
How old? You're 15, right? Okay, you're fine. I mean, okay.
It's like we can talk to a 15-year-old. It's like she's cool. She's got some cool ideas.
Talking.
I think it's fine. Yeah. So we get cool people on and imagine with them.
Yeah.
And vision with them.
So we get them on for the vision session, right?
So what we need to do.
That's a fairly compelling thing.
It's brilliant. I think that what we need to do is like next to each make blah, blah great again, we need to find and compile a list of names for each one. And then like just, try to get as many hangouts as we can with all of those people. Getting RSD Todd, well, he's not even RSD Todd anymore. Yep. Getting Todd on would be so sick. Todd's new channel is so fucking, it's cooler than RSD.
As soon as we're done with Vicken, I'll send a message out to Todd and ask him, because I think Todd will come.
We've just got to ask, and I think that before we have any like interviews with people, we need to figure out what we're going to ask them. Because I think the actual thing is that we need to have like all these questions that like, so what do you think this is? And like, what do you see as this? And what do you see as this? And just asking them what they think. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, we can be like, vision with them a little bit, but it's more like I almost see it as like also like we ask them all these questions and then interpret and understand them as best as we can, and then we take their knowledge and their vibe and then we inject it into creating Mega.
Yeah. That's what we're saying when we're talking about the book, like getting other people's opinions.
Yeah, because like we're
Tyler after a while.
Tyler's cool, but I'm getting a bit off him. Todd's just red pilled me a bit on RSD. I reckon he's spitting red pills on RSD, and it's a bit like. But I think the thing is that his thing is like that they lost their way. Like they were super cool, but like these days they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
fucking Hollywood shit clothes.
Yeah, like Tyler's fucking running around and he's doing this pitch with all these Maseratis out in front of a Hollywood mansion, and it's kind of like, sick cunt. Yeah. And it's like, it's cool, like, but like, come on, just
like, oh, you made it.
Just educate me, dude.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up.
So we're talking Vicken tomorrow. Let me get you the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vicken.
We could talk to some of my musician friends.
Okay.
Like Dill. Like Dill. Just talk about music with him.
Oh yeah,
He'll
yeah. Why not?
probably he'll probably disagree with us, but
Fucking
it's
famous
like,
and shit like that.
nah,
Okay, let me get the Vicken meeting time there.
whatever, can't.
Oh, noon Barcelona time, right? So, what the fuck is this?
By the way, if you want to add me on Instagram, just search Sean Cook Music.
Bro, add me on Instagram. Okay, so for you, that's 10 o'clock.
At night.
And for me, it's 1 p.m.
Yeah, whatever.
So an hour earlier than today.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to talk to Vicken about? We should just have 5 minutes to chat so we're not just like, huh, what?
I just want to see if you can see this. You see that?
Why didn't you make it Metallica M&A?
That's funny.
If you brought it down with like a Metallica thing, would get sued.
I put that post up on Instagram, and then I wrote starting a label with my idiot brother called Mega. It stands to Make Everything Great Again and will be an umbrella label that focuses on providing people with an alternative to most aspects of mainstream culture. New music, new movies, new art, new fashion, new social media, etc., etc. We're doing nightly episodes documenting the process of building this thing. It's vague and small right now, but hey, that's how most things start. episode one, and then send a link. And it's you should be doing that too on Instagram. You should post every single episode on Instagram. And you should come up with your own, like, I'm going to do a thing like that every single time. Like,
an episode?
Hey?
How would you post an episode?
The best way to do it is you're right. I looked into it. You can't share links on Instagram.
No, you can't share links.
So what you do is you get a compelling photo, like something cool, and then you make the your status or whatever you call it, and then at the bottom of it you write clickable link on my profile, and you put it in the website part each time. So you just paste a new link there every time you make that thing. And the cool thing is that that also, like, if some random sees that because someone else has liked it or something like that, and then they want to maybe like, oh, I might check out this video, then they go to your profile and potentially it's one step closer to clicking follow.
I gotcha. So paste me that text and I'll paste the exact same text because I just took like this photo.
You can't paste from Instagram, man. You can't paste.
You can't copy?
Like, you can't copy.
No, go into edit. Go into
edit. I don't have it. How do you edit?
No, okay, so open Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Go to your profile, right? Open up one of the texts. We'll open up one of the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Click
at the top here.
Click the three dots.
Oh, edit. Right? Edit. Yep. Okay.
And then you should be able to get the text, right?
Yeah.
And then just send that through to me on WhatsApp, I guess, right?
Just did it.
Nice. I'll say starting a label with my idiot brother. Okay, so I go plus.
I need to lose weight. My face looks so fat. I started running at the gym.
So I'm going to say starting a movement. With my idiot brother. It stands for Make Everything Great Again and will be an umbrella movement and we'll focus on. Just take out your label thing. Focus on providing people with an alternative to most aspects of mainstream culture, new music, new movies, blah, blah, blah. Nightly episodes. Well, we're doing
regular
episodes, daily episodes.
I think we should be aiming for every day. Hey, dude, just a heads up on this. This is the most killer content that's fucking going on YouTube. This content is, this setup, no one's doing this. It's like, hey, we're making this thing. Like, no one's doing this. And it's like,
the thing would be to see the fucking audience retention, and be like, well, someone watched to the end of that.
Yeah.
but like even this part where we're like, blah, 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 blah.
Legit though, dude, it's like, it's like there's no, well, you know, like there's always going to be a bit of, a slight amount of narcissism in the both of us. But compared to someone like Lauren Southern or something like that, that's like in front of the camera, being like, here's my face.
Yeah, it never worked well for me. I couldn't get it to be congruent. I was always like,
it's because it's bullshit, man.
I'm like, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, it just reeks of look at me. It just reeks of look at me.
With authenticity. Like, how do you fucking do it with authenticity?
I reckon I can do it, but like,
well, that's great to reckon.
The videos I was doing in fucking Colombia were fucking hell authentic.
Okay, so I got, let me get the link from yesterday.
What was I going to say?
Whoa, episode 1's got 19 views. Where did those fucking views come from?
That's fucking heaps cool.
Like, is that getting search or something like that? Like, how's that? How is that getting views?
I posted it on Instagram.
But do you have people on Instagram?
Yeah, I got it. Like, dude, I have like, you know, I was in a bit of a cool band and shit like that. You know, I'm a bit of, slightly a bit of a dude.
A brand new thing.
It is a brand new Instagram. I got like 60 followers.
But I thought you created it like a day ago or something like that.
I did. I think I've had it for about a week. Because I got friends and know people. I've toured all around Australia, man.
But how'd you tell them about it? That's all.
I just followed people.
Oh, you just followed people. Okay.
I followed people and they followed me back. Dude, you should be on.
I run a YouTube channel called Make Everything Great Again.
Don't say you run it.
What do you mean?
You don't run it. You don't run it.
Run?
Okay.
What's
you don't
the word?
run it.
What's the verb that you're comfortable with? Do? I co-run?
Co-run.
Co-run? I mean, just because I co-run it doesn't mean I don't run it. We both run it.
What was I gonna say? Dude, you should get Medina to like tell her friends to watch this and shit. Get her to share it on Facebook.
Okay.
Did you write down? I'll remember cultural boycott. Cultural boycott is like a new thing. We done? I'm pretty fucking tired.
I co-run a YouTube channel called Make Everything Great Again. Today's video.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's just talk about Vicken real quick. We'll just say to him, like, what do you reckon, bro? Troll him a bit.
Yeah. Troll him a bit for sure. And so, yeah, we need to just let them talk as well. Like, the thing that we need to focus on heaps, I reckon, is just let them talk and don't correct them and don't like do anything. Just be like what you said. Like, what do you reckon? Just hear what they reckon.
Yeah. So like help ask them the vision, like help them to express the vision, like facilitate them to express the vision basically. Right. And then also get some ideas on the path to get there. Yeah. So collect other people's leadership abilities and then just express those.
Hey, just quickly, how's this for a sick say you make a dating app?
Oh, make dating great again. Make great again.
How's this for a thing that I don't know if it exists? You know on Tinder how you just swipe through a person's profile and there's 6 things and it's like, it's just a picture of them. Yeah. It's like, So imagine if you swiped through and it wasn't just photos. It was like you could make an introduction video. You could like have a thing that's like links to like all the stuff you do. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, so all these individual things that like, here's who I am kind of thing.
It's kind of Instagram though, isn't it?
That's what I thought. It's like, I 100% thought that. It's like, it kind of is Instagram, but it's like, so what? Like you steal a little bit of Instagram and put it in what the good dating app should be. Because Instagram is
a fucking dating app where only fucking successful cool guys can get on it. And there's no bullshit.
Yeah.
And then the girls know that all the guys on it are cool. So there's no stigma like, here's another fucking loser.
Yeah, you should have to take tests to get into it.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Like not an IQ test, but a test that has a bit of an IQ vibe, a bit of like a question to figure out your emotional vibe, everything.
We'll just call it mega approved men, mega men.
Mega man, yeah,
and like
mega man.
It's not a quiz. It's just we approved them. Like, no.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you know who I was thinking? You know who I was thinking would be a sick person to get on the show? You know that guy that does those cartoons, those really edgy, like not cartoons, like illustrations, like
Ben Garrison.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like a lot of the people that go on Alex Jones and shit, right? Like
has he been on?
There's an existing crew. Just like we have to put them together under a different thing. Like most of them talk about like, and you know what Donald Trump said yesterday? Yeah. And here's what Hillary said. And you know, you've got this FBI, you know.
Yeah, like fuck politics. Like stop talking about politics. Yeah. Like I don't give a shit about the fucking tax cut.
It's like I do, but like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, obviously, but it's not our thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not our thing. It's someone else's thing.
Like that's like creating the vision, creating the path, and like fucking then implementing the path.
Because I think about both of us in our own ways. Stand up. Is that we're both directors, man. We're both directors.
A boss? Can I be a boss?
We're directors.
This is my boss, win bigly.
We're directors and we're executives. So it's like, that's what we should be doing. Like helping people and then directing them and blah, blah, blah.
Wait, let's, you know, another thing Eben says in Connected, he just connects people all the time. Like you don't even have to connect people and say like, hey, why don't you two both come on my show? Just as soon as you got two people, just say, oh, you should talk to this person.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Like any opportunities we see where two people like sync up a bit, bang, connect. Like when we see how both people can get value out of it, because that's how you become the glue, Evan says.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
they always remember you. They're like, oh, that's the guy that introduced me to that person. Who improved my life, but you're the one that gets the fucking credit because you introduced. Cool.
Yeah, well, like for sure. Let's wrap this shit up and do it tomorrow at 10. Goodbye.
Goodbye.